I'm Izzy, and I used to have dreams so vivid that I could feel them for weeks afterwards, and then they eventually turned into just full-scale hallucinations. And I brought the Nerd Gummy Clusters. Oh, shoot.
You need help.
Shut up.
Yay! Hi, I'm Ashley, and when I was little, then my sister made me get rid of like over half of my toys to make room for new stuff for us, and all of that new stuff was her stuff, being like makeup and stuff. And I brought the Sour Punch Bites. Hi, my name is Allie, and once I was at school and I reached for the door, but some other person reached for the door at the exact same time that I did, and my hand landed directly on top of his hand, and I brought the Hershey's.
Hi, I'm Izzy, and I had an eating disorder for over 3 years that my dad didn't believe me about until I told him it was linked to psychological trauma, and I brought the Yorks.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and when I was in high school, then I once had a panic attack in class because the fire alarm went off and I was not expecting it, and a bunch of girls made fun of me and decided to make it a long-lasting joke that lasted the rest of the school year, and it only stopped because I had to report them to the office. And I brought Mystery Ghost Dots. Hi, my name is Allie, and there was one time my dog was sitting on the couch, so I decided to go sit on the couch with her, but as soon as I sat down, she got up and she walked away. Also, I brought the Swedish fish.
Hi, I'm Izzy, and one time I was talking to a guy that didn't go to my school about how much of a problem child I was, and he said, "At least you're not as bad as this girl that my other friend told me about," and it was me, and I brought the Sour Patch Kids.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and on Christmas morning when I was 16 years old, at the height of my anxiety and depression at the time, my sister looked me in the eye and said that the world would be better off if I was dead, and I brought Jolly Rancher gummies. Hi, my name is Allie, and one time my friend had me sit on her shoulders and she ended up dropping me, and I brought the Hershey Kisses. Attempted unaliving.
Hi, I'm Izzy, and I'm pretty sure that my grandpa is already starting a cult, but I'm the only one in my family with enough interest in cults to notice the signs. And I brought the candy apple hard candies.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and one time I met up with my ex-boyfriend, and while we were at this meeting, then I had a panic attack, and he stood and watched me have a complete breakdown, and I had to call my mom to calm me down, and he literally stood there and watched me and played on his phone a little bit. And I brought the fruit snacks. Hi, I'm Allie, and there was one time I was doing a presentation at school and I was struggling with my words, and some dude started laughing at me in the middle of my presentation and I almost cried. I brought the Kit Kat. Oh. Trauma